you know. Rapid English, no cap. Yeah, Rapid English, no cap. Listen, learn, and you'll speak ASAP with Rapid English, no cap.
Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Rapid English, no cap, the podcast where we keep it real, keep it simple, and help you speak English the way people actually speak it. I'm Lily.
And I'm Alex. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. This is the show where two friends talk in real, natural English that you can actually use in your life.
Exactly. And please hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps us out and means the world to us.
It really does. Okay, so Lily, today's episode. I'm kind of excited about this one.
Oh, me too. Today, we are talking about job interview soft skills, like the stuff that no one really teaches you, but that can completely make or break an interview.
Right. We'll cover classic interview questions, how to talk about yourself without bragging, and the thank you note tradition after U.S. interviews, which might surprise you if you didn't grow up here.
Yeah. Wait, you do what after the interview? We'll get to that. And along the way, we'll drop in important workplace vocabulary you'll definitely hear in interviews.
Yes, and somewhere in the middle of today's episode, we have a special segment called Textbook versus No Cap.
So, textbook versus no cap is our mini segment where we take one English rule from the textbook and show you what real native speakers actually do, because sometimes the textbook is just wrong.
It's quick, it's fun, and it might make you go, wait, I've been saying that wrong this whole time? Keep your ears open. It's coming up soon.
Okay, let's get into it. Alex, let's start with interview questions, because the moment someone says, "Tell me about yourself," the brain just goes blank.
Oh, absolutely. Tell me about yourself sounds so simple, but it's a trap if you're not ready. Because what they're not asking is your whole life story starting from kindergarten.
Right. They don't need to know about your pet goldfish from 1998.
Exactly. No goldfish. What they want is a short professional summary. Where are you coming from? What's your experience? And why are you here today talking to them? Think of it like a highlight reel, not a documentary.
I love that, a highlight reel. And nailing it means showing good communication skills, expressing your ideas clearly so others actually understand.
And interviewers are watching you demonstrate those skills the whole time. Your answer to tell me about yourself is the communication skills test.
That's such a good point. Okay, what about what's your greatest weakness? Because I think that one stresses people out even more.
The weakness question. And people always want to say, my greatest weakness is I work too hard. Please, please do not say that.
Oh no, the classic. Every interviewer has heard that 1,000 times, and it never lands the way people think it does.
Better to be honest and show you're working on it. Like, I tend to lose track of the big picture sometimes, so I've been working on my time management.
Nice. And you just slipped in time management. That's another big one. It means you can organize your tasks and meet deadlines without needing someone to constantly check on you.
Exactly. Employers love that because it means you're reliable and won't drop the ball on a deadline.
For sure. Okay, another super common question is, can you give me an example of a time you solved a problem at work? And this is where people have to show their problem-solving skills.
Problem solving is the ability to find solutions when things go wrong or get complicated. And it's not just about fixing things, it's about staying calm and thinking clearly under pressure.
A great tip for answering this kind of question is the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Describe the situation you are in, your task, the action you took, and the result.
Such a useful framework. I used it in an interview once and could literally see the interviewer nodding. It just makes your answers so much cleaner.
And when you're telling those stories, show that you're a team player. someone who works well with others and isn't just trying to be the star of the show.
Nobody wants to hire someone who takes all the credit, so even when talking about your own accomplishments, mention the team and colleagues you worked with.
Another big one that comes up a lot is adaptability. Companies want to know if things change suddenly and the plan falls apart. Can you adjust and keep going, or are you going to panic?
Adaptability is huge right now. Every company knows things can change fast, so they want people who can roll with those changes, flexible, not rigid.
Exactly. Adaptability means adjusting to new situations, tools, teams, and challenges. And if you can give a concrete example of a time you adapted, even better.
Okay. I think this is actually the perfect moment. You ready? It's time! Lily, can I do the honors?
Oh, yes, go for it.
Okay, everyone, it is time for our textbook versus no cap tip of the day. This is our 60-second mini segment where we take on one common English rule and show you what real speakers actually do. Let's go.
Today's word is literally. Your textbook says it means something actually happened, not a figure of speech or exaggeration. I literally flew to Paris means you got on a plane and flew there. Simple, right?
But here's the no-cap reality check. People use literally as an intensifier all the time to make things sound more dramatic. So you'll hear, I literally died laughing. Nobody died, everyone is fine.
Huh. Or, that movie was literally the best thing I have ever seen. Was it? Probably they just really liked it. But this usage is now in the dictionary. Language has officially caught up with how people actually talk.
So don't be confused when a native speaker says something literally happened when it clearly didn't. They're just being dramatic. Language evolves, and that is literally the most important thing to remember. Back to interview tips.
Let's talk about how to discuss your strengths without sounding arrogant. In many cultures, talking about yourself positively feels really uncomfortable.
Yes, it's such a real tension. In an interview, you have to sell yourself, but you can't come across as someone who thinks they're better than everyone. Luckily, there are some simple ways to do it well.
Okay. Like what?
Use specific stories instead of big, vague claims. Instead of, I am an amazing leader, say, in my last job, I led a team of 5 on a product launch, and we finished 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Let the accomplishment speak for itself.
So much better. And leadership doesn't just mean being the boss. It means guiding and motivating people. You can show it even if you're not a manager.
Exactly. If you noticed a problem and fixed it without anyone telling you to, that's initiative. It means taking action on your own without waiting to be asked. Employers absolutely love that.
Initiative shows that you're proactive. You see what needs to be done, and you do it. You can also talk about your work ethic, which is basically how dedicated and responsible you are about your job.
Work ethic means showing up, putting in the effort, and caring about your job even when nobody's watching. And the key to talking about it without sounding arrogant? Same rule. Give a real example. Show it. Don't just say it.
There's one more phrase that gets overlooked: attention to detail. It means you notice the small things that matter, like a typo in a contract or a number that's slightly off.
In my last role, I caught an error in our billing system that had gone unnoticed for months. Fixing it saved the company a significant amount of money.
You're not saying, I'm the best. You're saying, here's what actually happened. Now, let's talk about emotional intelligence, because people hear it all the time without really knowing what it means.
Emotional intelligence, sometimes shortened to EQ, means you understand your own emotions and the emotions of those around you. You can read the room. You know when a coworker is stressed and adjust how you approach them.
And you manage your own reactions well, Even if you're frustrated, you don't blow up at people. You stay professional. That matters enormously in a workplace, sometimes even more than technical skills.
Smart companies know that someone with high EQ handles conflict better, builds stronger relationships, and is ultimately a better team member, even if they're not the most technically skilled person in the room.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about what happens in the interview, but Alex, let's talk about what happens after, the thank you note. Can you explain this? Because if you're not from the US, it might seem pretty unexpected.
In the US and other English-speaking countries, it's common to send a thank you email within 24 hours of your interview, just thanking the interviewer for their time.
I know some people are probably like, wait, you have to thank them after an interview? Shouldn't they be grateful that I showed up?
But the thank you note is so much more than politeness. It's a second chance to make an impression. Reference something you talked about, show genuine enthusiasm, and prove you're professional and thoughtful.
It can really make a difference. I've heard of hiring managers picking the candidate who sent the thank you note just because it showed that extra bit of care.
Keep it short. Something like, "Dear Name, thank you for your time today. I enjoyed learning about the role and I'm excited about the opportunity. I look forward to hearing from you soon." Clean, warm, done.
Reference something specific, like, I especially enjoyed our discussion about the new project. It shows you were listening and ties right back to communication skills, attention to detail, and EQ.
It all connects. Soft skills aren't separate boxes, they support each other. Team player connects to EQ. Initiative connects to work ethic. It's one big picture of who you are as a professional.
And the great news? You can practice all of these skills. Work on communication, practice problem solving, build your adaptability. It's all learnable.
And listening to podcasts like this one, in English, about real topics, is already practicing your communication skills. Give yourself credit for that.
Yes, you're already doing the work. Okay, Alex, I think that's a pretty solid episode. Should we wrap it up?
Let's do it. Today we covered interview soft skills, classic questions like tell me about yourself and the weakness question, and the STAR method for sharing your experience without bragging.
And we covered 10 key vocabulary phrases: communication skills, problem solving, adaptability, team player, time management, work ethic, leadership, initiative, attention to detail, and emotional intelligence.
And don't forget the thank you note. Send it within 24 hours, keep it short and genuine, and reference something specific. It might just be the thing that gets you the job.
And of course, we had our very first textbook versus no cap segment today. And literally, it was a blast. See what I did there?
You did that on purpose. I see you, Lily.
Always. Thank you so much for being here today. It means the world that you're learning and putting in the effort to grow your English. We're rooting for you.
We really are. And if today's episode helped you, share it with a friend who's learning English. That's literally, yes, I'm using it as an intensifier, the best way to support this show.
And hit that subscribe button and leave us a like. It takes 2 seconds and helps us reach more learners like you. We're so grateful for all of you.
All right, that's a wrap. We'll see you next time. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember, you've got this.
English, no
Bye,
cap.
everyone. Take
Yeah,
care.
Rapid English, no cap. Listen, learn, and you'll speak ASAP with Rapid English, no cap.